This is Crystal Fenn with MedPage Today here in Vancouver at the CHEST meeting, where researchers have reported that home testing and treatment of sleep apnea can produce good adherence for patients. I spoke with lead author Dr. Christine Lettieri of the DeWitt Army Community Hospital about the results.
We actually had two different pieces of our study, which involved an academic sleep medicine center and then also a primary care-based family medicine residency. So what we looked at was whether or not the traditional route of doing studies under the guidance and supervision of a sleep medicine lab versus doing them directed from a primary care setting, whether or not that translated into differences regarding compliance with adherence with positive airway pressure therapy. And what we found was that despite the differing oversight, differing locations of the study, the patients that were in the primary care realm were all done in the home, as well as differing education. We found no difference in therapy between those different arms.
This is good news for primary care, according to Dr. Lettieri.
This means as primary care providers, we potentially can play a much larger role than we currently have been playing in not only the evaluation, but the diagnosis and management of our patients. Previously, we would put the consult in, the patients would get their sleep study done, and then only come back to us after that process had been completed. And I think now we realize that we can be an integral part working alongside our sleep medicine colleagues to get the patients the care that they need and hopefully be able to expedite it and just have a greater awareness on our end. Mm-hmm. Now that you're getting more and more acceptance of the portable monitoring, which is what we utilized for the primary care-based program. But now that Medicare will pay for that, as well as the American Academy of Sleep Medicine has also endorsed it as a tool, I think you are going to see more and more of that. Ultimately, it improves the care. I think the better educated we are on our end as primary care providers to be able to recognize this. So I think it's a lot of education. The better we're able to not only recognize it, but now we can actually have something we can do about that outside of just putting in the traditional consults. I think the more we can be involved, the more we know it is going to translate into better care.
So patients do well with home treatment for sleep apnea and auto titration of treatment, which may open the way to more involvement for primary care. Here in Vancouver at the CHEST meeting, I'm Crystal Fenn, MedPage Today.